Hi everyone, and welcome to the Rapid Growth Weekly Vibes from the 4th to the 10th of January. So this is a really lovely week to start with. We're going to feel a lot more of happiness. We're going to feel, you're still going to ride off of that wave from New Year's, feeling excited about your New Year's resolution. Stay connected to that vibe. Stay connected to that sense of excitement, that sense of freshness, that sense of newness, and hold on to that. Because especially later during the week, when you start to feel a little bit more down, perhaps a little bit more groggy, a little bit more grumpy, the holiday vibes are starting to wear off and you kind of feel back, we're going a little bit back into reality. Know that this is a new year. Know that this is a fresh start. And allow yourself to stay connected to that sense of newness. Let your mindset stay there, regardless of what your environment feels like, regardless of what relationship dynamics might be, showing to you. Stay connected to that sense of excitement, that sense of wonder, that sense of curiosity. When on the 31st of January and you see that the clock hit 12 o'clock and you go, Happy New Year. That excitement and that relief of this is new, I'm starting new. Hold on to that excitement. Hold on to that energy, that rush, that cortisol, that adrenaline that we felt during that time. And allow yourself to ride off of that, not just this week, but right throughout the whole of January. Especially when you feel things are going to get a little bit wobbly. And this week is also a great week. Apart from, feeling that things are still on a high, things are going great, you're going to find yourself feeling a bit more confident as well. And because of that, you're going to find yourself thinking outside of the box. And when I say that, I don't mean like perhaps, tweaking things a little bit here and there. It might be some unconventional ways that you never probably would have entertained in the past. But there's a part of you now that's so open, so ready for change, for something new, for a new chapter, that you've actually allowed yourself to be open to this information that's held in the quantum field within a source of abundance around you, and now ready to feel like you can finally tap into that by just being open. And so you might find that, wow, this is a bit unexpected. I didn't imagine myself really going in this direction. Or, oh my God, what are my parents going to think? Oh my God, what are my friends going to think? What are my colleagues going to think? Oh my God, you have to let that go. Let everyone have their own thoughts. You just can't control that. So you might as well just accept that, right? But you can control yours and you can control you. So have fun with that. Have fun with this new part of you. It's going to be very invigorating. It's going to be really cool for you to tap into that and just to be connected to it as well. So expect the unexpected for you in terms of how you think, how you feel, how you strategize, how you problem solve, perhaps even a new project, right? So anything can happen at this point. So whichever way this vibe hits you, and it's going to be in a good way, be open to it and have fun with that. So if you feel yourself going a little bit in a direction of like, if I really want to do this, or if I really want to go this way, then this is going to be required of me. And it's not me. Well, is it really? So that's what this week is going to show you. So be open to that and have fun with that. Now, also another twist, there's always a plot twist to every week. You might find this week a little bit later on, there could maybe be a feeling of injustice, maybe some unforeseen, unfair actions or circumstances that's coming towards you, or it's unfolding and playing out within perhaps your governmental connections or systems, or it could be relationships, it could be within the office, and you might feel a little bit thrown off, right? A little bit thrown off by balance. So if that happens, take a deep breath. Just remember who you are within that moment. That is what is important, because ultimately everything from around you can be stripped away from you. But your identity and your sense of self, that stays with you. So do remember that you are in control of that you are connected to that. If you do find yourself maybe slipping a little bit into that, where you maybe feel a little bit caught off guard, that's going to be okay. So good news is, whatever it was, just stay within yourself and you're going to be fine. And you might actually even see, by the more true you are to you, the more the circumstances automatically is going to backfire. back to the people or the systems that perhaps projected it onto you consciously or subconsciously. But make yourself immune by staying true to yourself. Another cool vibe about this week that I also really love is you might find some people reaching out to you for help. Now, in this case here, be humble about that. Be humble when people ask you for help. It might be people that in the past maybe were rude to you or mean to you, and now suddenly they need your help. Be graceful, be humble, and be a better person and help. Right? Help in a way that you feel comfortable with, but still allow your intention to be to help. And not to find, this is my moment for revenge, or haha, look at you now, or look at the position that you're now, remember what you did to me. Believe me, these people know. They know. They're not stupid. They might act stupid, it's a defense mechanism, but they know. So sometimes these unspoken words do not actually need to be spoken because they are much louder than what you probably can ever vocally express it. All right? So keep that in mind also for this week. And also what you might find is closer to the end of the week is perhaps some values, that has been working for you, some values that has not been working for you. And you might realize how some of these values or belief systems and how you incorporate that into perhaps projects, relationships, dynamics, how much energy these values and these beliefs take from you. Like, is it really worth this energy, or is it really worth the money that I'm spending on it? Because there's a big part of us that's going to be waking up in the sense of like, how do we feel about how the world sees us? How do we feel about how the public sees us? So I'm going to leave you with that, because this week, this vibe is asking you to reevaluate, to reassess how much energy, how much money are you spending on projecting a certain, facade, perhaps a way of life, perhaps projects, values that you have. Is it really worth that? Or is it really finally time to just free yourself energetically, free yourself financially, and let that go? But also then ask the question, what is my fear of letting this go? Is it rejection? Is it abandonment? And whatever the answer is to that, do some personal development work on that. Resolve that wound. Because if you start to resolve that, it's not going to bother you anymore of how people see you. That's the good part. All right, everyone. So, see you next week. And until then, be the light that you are.
Hi guys, thank you for joining me, and remember to grab your copy of Metaphysical Anatomy on Amazon, 679 medical ailments. And I also wrote about the psychosomatic root causes of that, and I'm spoiling you because I even added key points for you to start looking at important questions that you can ask yourself to start improving your quality of life. And also remember to catch me on Instagram, Evette Rose, 1 with the digit 1, and Metaphysical Anatomy on our Facebook fan page. Bye guys!